Hey everyone, the biggest severe weather event of the entire year so far is approaching the United States, and it's expected to cause major problems, including widespread damaging winds, large to very large hail, and numerous tornadoes, some of which could be strong and long-tracked. In today's forecast, we'll break down exactly what you need to know about these two big severe weather outbreaks over the next 48 hours. Let's begin with the severe weather risk for today, which has increased in probability and expanded in coverage. Today's severe weather risk, our moderate risk of severe weather, which is a 4 out of 5 on the severe weather scale, is even larger than before. It now includes most areas in Iowa, Missouri, and Illinois, extending into Tennessee and Kentucky. This also includes St. Louis, Missouri, which could be a hot spot later this afternoon for damaging winds and tornadoes. The enhanced risk stretches back down into Dixie Alley. The marginal and slight risks extend from Wisconsin and Minnesota all the way down toward the Gulf Coast. Damaging wind threat, the main concern today will be significant damaging winds, which could be widespread across the Midwest. A hatched area is outlined, indicating the potential for damaging winds as high as 90 miles in this region. Make sure you're securing loose items, protecting trampolines, and moving your car inside if possible. This threat will ramp up as we move into the late afternoon and evening hours. Damaging winds are possible from the Gulf Coast all the way back into the Midwest. Large hail risk. The large hail risk will primarily come from the initial supercells that develop along the Mississippi River Valley, mainly affecting eastern Missouri and western Illinois. Hailstones could reach the size of baseballs in some areas. Even if you're outside this core region, large hail remains possible across the Midwest into central Minnesota and down toward the Gulf Coast. Tornado risk. The tornado risk has increased for today. There's now a 15% chance within a 25-mile radius of a strong or long-track tornado around St. Louis, extending into southern Illinois and southeastern Missouri. This essentially equates to a moderate tornado risk. Strong and long-track tornadoes are possible anywhere in the yellow or red zones, which extend from southeast Iowa and western Illinois into central Mississippi and Alabama. Tornadoes are also possible in the green or brown shaded areas. Make sure you have multiple ways to receive alerts, a tornado action plan ready, and stay subscribed to our channel. We'll be live later today with storm chasers in the field and live camera feeds from the Midwest into Dixie Alley. Saturday's severe weather outlook. On Saturday, a full-fledged tornado outbreak is expected in the southeast. A large moderate risk of severe weather is now in place across eastern Louisiana, central and southern Mississippi, and nearly all of Alabama. Even a small portion of the Florida Panhandle is included. The Storm Prediction Center has indicated that we may see a high risk of severe weather develop in this region, which would mean a significant threat of strong and long-tracked tornadoes. Multiple high-end tornadoes are possible, including intense and potentially violent tornadoes. If you're in Dixie Alley, you'll need to stay highly vigilant tomorrow. If you live in a mobile home, have a plan to move to a sturdy structure well ahead of any tornado warnings. Do not wait until the last minute when a tornado is already on the ground. However, don't just focus on the moderate risk zone. There's also a chance for strong and long-track tornadoes into parts of Tennessee and Georgia tomorrow afternoon and evening. The severe weather threat extends into Ohio and Pennsylvania as well, though the risk there is more conditional. Nonetheless, damaging winds and a few tornadoes remain possible. Key takeaways: significant damaging winds up to 90 mph possible today in the Midwest. Large hail up to the size of baseballs expected, particularly along the Mississippi River Valley. High tornado risk with long-tracked tornadoes possible from St. Louis into southern Illinois and Missouri today. Full tornado outbreak expected on Saturday with violent tornadoes possible in the southeast. Widespread severe weather threat extending from the Gulf Coast to the Ohio Valley. This is shaping up to be one of the most dangerous severe weather outbreaks of the year. Stay weather aware, have your safety plan ready, and follow us for live updates as this event unfolds. Severe weather FRI Sun. Detailed breakdown. The biggest severe weather event of the entire year so far is approaching the United States, and it's expected to cause major problems, including widespread damaging winds, large to very large hail, and numerous tornadoes, some of which could be strong and long-tracked. In today's forecast, we'll break down exactly what you need to know about these two big severe weather outbreaks over the next 48 hours. Let's begin with the severe weather risk for today. which has increased in probability and expanded in coverage. Timing for severe weather plus today's sponsor. Before we get into the detailed timing, I want to talk about the sponsor of today's video. During major severe weather outbreaks, it's important to keep my body fueled and prepared for countless hours of radar analysis. That's why I trust AG1. AG1 contains 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food ingredients, making it my go-to for daily nutrition. I just mix 1 scoop with 8 to 12 ounces of water, add a couple of drops of D3 and K2, give it a good shake, and I'm set for the day. It tastes great and keeps me energized for long hours of tracking severe weather. AG1 is perfect for storm chasers and weather enthusiasts alike. Our nonstop lifestyle makes it tough to maintain a balanced diet, but AG1 fills that gap with essential vitamins, minerals, superfoods, and pre- and probiotics. It's far more than just greens. It's an essential part of my daily routine that I look forward to every morning. If you want to give AG1 a try, click the top link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen now to get $2 off your first monthly purchase. Tomorrow's severe weather threat. One of the biggest concerns for tomorrow's severe weather risk will be damaging winds. We are expecting numerous, if not widespread, damaging winds across the southeast, including areas like Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Florida. Winds could exceed 70 to 80 degrees in the time, which is enough to cause significant damage. Make sure you're securing any loose items and protecting anything that might blow away, including trampolines and inflatable structures. Large hail threat. Another significant threat tomorrow will be large hail. The highest risk will be around and just after lunchtime, stretching from central Tennessee back into southern Louisiana. Hailstones could be as large as baseballs in these areas. However, the large hail threat extends beyond just the southeast. Hail is possible anywhere from the Gulf Coast back toward Lake Erie and northern Ohio. Tornado risk. The tornado threat for tomorrow is particularly concerning. The Storm Prediction Center, SPC, has maintained a 15% tornado risk over Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. I personally think we will see a high risk for tornadoes at some point over the next 24 hours, depending on how the forecast evolves. There's a realistic chance of seeing a 30% or even 45% tornado risk added to parts of Mississippi or Alabama due to how favorable the environment looks. This means we could be looking at strong to violent long-track tornadoes tomorrow. Even outside the high-risk zone, tornadoes will still be possible as far north as Kentucky, Ohio, and West Virginia. Today's tornado threat is increasing due to strong wind shear, high instability, and abundant moisture, a dangerous combination. Strong wind shear is present across eastern Louisiana, southern and western Illinois, and Arkansas, creating a highly favorable tornado environment. By 7 to 8 p.m., tornado parameter values are elevated across southeast Missouri, meaning that if any discrete supercells develop, there's a strong chance of long-track tornadoes. Tornadoes will be possible from St. Louis all the way back into northeastern Arkansas and western Tennessee. This environment will remain highly favorable for tornadoes even after dark, especially across southern Illinois, Tennessee, and Arkansas. Overnight, tornado threat. The tornado threat won't end once the sun goes down. The environment will stay favorable for tornadoes through midnight into early tomorrow morning, especially across the Dixie Alley region. Tornadoes are possible from midnight until 6 a.m., which is especially dangerous since most people will be asleep during this time. The tornado threat may weaken somewhat across the Ohio Valley by morning, but it will remain high in the southeast. Take care, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow with a new update. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment. See ya.